keeping with my new instituted thing that I'm doing, I'm muting the boys so that I can be the first one to talk. Because, greetings, everyone. It is Wednesday, October 18th at 8:31 p.m. And today's show is the most meaningless show we'll probably have for the entirety of the week. Dennis is about to open up a bottle of wine, screw cap, as I see there. I think that my sound is back and better than ever. So I will get the boys on right now. Let's get X and Moral Cologne. Stop it right now. So everybody's sound should be pretty decent.
Hopefully.
So if you didn't hear yesterday, well, thank God you didn't hear yesterday.
It was wonderful. Come on.
35 minutes worth of absolute hell, complete shitstorm. And then I get an email from StreamYard saying, oh, hey, we had a major F up yesterday. And we see that you were one of the people who had that major F up. And it basically, the StreamYard, it was StreamYard's fault, not mine. So ha to all of you. It was
I played the clips.
Dennis came through in the clutch.
It worked.
Able to play the clips.
Give StreamYard credit for admitting they're wrong. You've never seen a company admit to a glitch or a problem. Like, that's pretty good.
You know what? Pretty good. If it wasn't because I naturally will assume that it was me, I'm sure they got tons of complaints, and so it's completely on them and whatever. So
hey, more important, what is Dennis drinking tonight?
So tonight I am drinking a wonderful Sicilian grape, Nero de Avola, by Stemari. It is a DOC and it's all grown in Sicily. It's wonderful, light wine, very, very tasty. You can go with anything.
Chilled to perfection.
No, it's a red, so it's served
with the Nero. Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Nero, so it's like served at like 70 degrees, 65. Yeah, so there you go.
Drinking with Dennis,
and it's very nice, very light.
Excellent. Okay, so let's talk about today's show. There's really nothing.
Do we have to?
No. It is absolutely a contender for worst show ever. I know we do that all the time, but this was really up there. It was really bad. We kind of felt. What are you doing?
Oops. Cindy, you just have collateral.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow.
Oops, how do I unban her?
The thing moved. Some shrapnel.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, Max.
Cindy, do whatever you need to do to come.
No, she can't. It's all on us, babe.
Oh, okay. Well.
So you know what you need to do? You need to go into YouTube. Oh God. You know what? You're not going to be able to do it. I feel so bad that she's our girl.
Oh my God. Nuking nice people. You monster. You monster.
Sunlight on my face.
I'm kind of certain that I could do it, but I just can't. I just don't.
Oh, thanks, John Doe. I think it looks nice tonight.
Okay,
the pretty hair. Oh, so it's not me.
The Cindy Clausen shit list is a list I do not want to be on.
Exactly.
I promised myself when I started doing the Deppening, I will never be on Cindy Clausen shit list. Too late for that.
You guys are really just the meanest, and it's I feel bad for her. So let me see if I can fix this.
I didn't say anything mean yet.
Baby, if you ever wondered whatever became of me. Living on the air in Cincinnati.
You know what's really the funniest thing? Our banned people list is so tremendous.
Yes.
Gotta keep looking, huh?
All right, let me.
My Herb Tarlick over here.
Okay, I got it. Done.
Yay.
All right, let's start the shit show. So the show starts once again with Jada Pinkett Smith and talking about her in the horrible agent voice.
Which was stolen from Artie doing Johnny Fratto, stolen from Steve Dahl doing his agent. There's nothing about it.
From Johnny Fratto.
Yeah.
He just stole from everybody.
Exactly. So guess what? Whoever keeps coming into the spam, nobody.
They're gone.
No, it doesn't matter. You can leave it. It doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't.
It
I know
just
it doesn't matter.
bother.
But
Here we
I
go.
love.
Right
I'm
on.
kinda,
Down.
This is him riffing as classic agent.
If Will Smith would slap Putin, the head guy in Russia, or Xi Jinping from China, well, then he'd be America's darling. But no, he should join the military and go fight.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad I missed that. I'm glad I missed that. Oh my God.
So
$4,000 a minute.
Yes, yes. So that went on for about a half hour. Then he gets this phone call. I mean, he really thinks that people enjoy this. Like I don't know who he talks to at the end of the show. Probably is like John Hine, because he's been like
Absolutely.
ultimate ass licker lately. Telling him how he crushed it, hit it out of the park. Everything was like so amazing about what he did. But this guy calls in.
Crazy. All right, one last comment, because people are turned on by this. Yes, Jason in New York.
People are turned on by this. No.
They're turned off.
Hey now.
And now,
Morning. Hey,
morning.
I'm telling you, I can't stand Jada. She is just repulsive. And an interview with Beetlejuice makes more sense than her. And one more quick thing. I would prefer to listen to Bobo on there than listen to more Jada. And I fucking hate Bobo. He's just the worst.
All right, there you go. No more Jada.
Thank
There you go.
All right,
There you go.
moving on. Anyway.
Wow.
Just in time. Don't want to lose that guy.
You don't want to lose that guy, actually, because he's every guy. He's every guy.
He's your only guy, actually. He's probably the only person listening.
You probably don't know it because you don't hear it enough. But the show sucks.
It
Howard.
really does.
It's really
thinking about the news being marginalized today and how he's not forced to talk about any current events at all. He can avoid and sidestep whatever he wants. There's nothing. It's so fascinating what he'll choose what bandwagon he'll jump on. Has he brought up Palestine at all, or anything?
Did. He's brought it up a little bit.
To what extent though? To how long?
Not much. Just a few minutes. Typical, just blah blah blah.
I don't think he's had enough conversations with
people
that know what's going on actually out there. I just find it really interesting. I two of the tour guide guys that I had in Jordan, which is right across the water there. Most of the people in Jordan are Palestinian, actually.
Wow.
Back in the day. And so they're like deep-seated Palestinians. And, I kind of reached out on WhatsApp saying, God, I'm so sorry about everything that's going on. And all they could say is like, pray for Palestine. That's it. And so nobody has any kind of feelings for Israel at all. I mean, nobody cares about Israel in this whole thing.
Well, his original comment was blow the whole thing up. Just lob missiles over it and just blow the whole thing up.
It was like, pray for Palestine. Can I have some feet pictures?
But it's fascinating to me that he decides that the Jada Pinkett stuff is something that he has deemed clearance for jumping on a band of current event wise, and it's fascinating what he deems worthy of current event wise in the show, because you used to be able to count on stuff. He would comment on everything back in as far back as what
it's
early
safe.
series.
That's why it's
safe, right? It's
safe.
Low hang. Yes. No,
it's low hanging fruit.
Yep.
His friends won't be upset because he's doing it. His friends, let me put that in air quotes because they aren't his friends.
Do you guys believe in the theory that he's so terrified Marvel-wise now that he has he vets stuff by lawyers, his team of retainer lawyers? What's worthy to talk about?
What do you mean?
He's got his retainer lawyers at his material that he throws it by a legal team. That I'll talk about this. I run no risk of getting sued.
Why would he throw anything by a legal team?
Because he's just afraid of everything.
Why? Sirius would pick up the bill.
I would think.
Yeah, so he doesn't care. But he's milquetoast now. He's milquetoast. He's just going to talk about the lowest hanging fruit and just beat it into the ground. I mean, just literally till it's dust.
He can't even do milquetoast right, though.
No, he doesn't.
Problem. Talking about Israel doesn't really benefit him because there's nothing that he could say that would be like controversial or something that the media would pick up on because they don't care.
But he's gotten his stories picked up on sources and said more basic bitch shit than that. Like I'm amazed at some of the crap that's gotten picked up. Where he got onto something 3 weeks after it came out, and they're, you know how they do.
Well, they press release it. He has good. They press release well. They do press release well.
No, really, I really want some feet pictures.
Gina Bobina, I had no idea that you were blocked. I don't know what happened there, but I have no idea that was an issue. But I think, Xavier, did you go in and clear out the blocked?
I've done nothing.
You're just blocking people like the Kemi Mutombo with a CYO.
Damn.
No shit.
I am like a young Charles Barkley, snatching them rebounds.
Okay, so
Theo Ratliff over here.
What's that? Capone 609.
Who's Capone 609? Hi,
I don't know, but they give us $4.99.
Yeah,
you're the queen of the Dabblerverse. Yeah,
Dabbler.
That's
I'm
mafia
so happy
big
to
money.
not be
Dennis.
the queen of dabbling. I'm thrilled.
No,
to
that's
not.
what's her name? Chrissy Meyer, because she coined it. She coined the Dabbler.
You know, she probably didn't even realize what she was saying at the
I know,
time.
but boy, it's stuck.
A simple thing to say.
It's stuck like glue.
It really did.
It did stick like glue.
It literally created a universe. Like, think about that.
Hey,
The Dabbleverse.
while I'm thinking about it, Dennis and John, when Beth said the whole French fry thing, did she say Grace School? What did she refer
Grace
to?
School. It went to
School.
Grace
Okay, that's
School.
what we were,
Yes.
we were
Grace
talking
School.
about. That
Not
makes no
finishing
sense.
school.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Well, no.
I went to Grace School.
Well, then I started to look up
Yeah.
etiquette schools in.
It's finishing
Pittsburgh.
school. It's like Grace is. We were talking. Grace is what, teaching you how to walk with a book on your head.
Yeah, and
Etiquette is
and
a
curtsy.
series of
And most of those
curtsy.
schools,
exactly where etiquette is a set of rules that you must abide in order to not look like a caveman.
very
doing certain things.
It's very like 80s to be like, you know, if you'd like to compose yourself as a model and as a woman of the world, you should learn how to, you know, stand up properly and
exactly.
So there's 2 forks and salad fork and a knife. And blah, blah,
But
blah, blah.
Grace wouldn't have anything to do with eating French fries.
But it's poise. It's poise.
Yeah, but she's
etiquette.
well,
It's all
you know
part
what?
of
She should really go to Grace School and learn this crap.
She really
I bet the only benefit of her going to that is it got rid of her restless hoof syndrome.
So the funny thing about those schools is that most of the programs are, you know, maybe like 2 weeks or a week or something like that. It's not
it's like a weekend at the Learning Annex.
It's a weekend. That's exactly right. So, you know, she loves to throw that out there because it's all she has.
But the way she said it made no sense to
No,
what
I went to Grace School.
I went to Grace School. Yeah,
And the end game of it is to land a rich guy, right? It's to gold dig, to be a glorified.
That's
Isn't that
exactly
really
what we
the
said.
end game of it all?
I think
Absolutely.
I think for a Beth, I think it was coming from Pittsburgh and the fear of going into the big city because she was leaving to go to New York.
I need a man.
And it was her way to be able to absolutely grab a man. Yes.
No doubt about it. That's the end
And
game.
look
That's
what
the
it
absolute
and look what
closure.
it grabbed. And look what it grabbed.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? But that's it. Okay, so anyways, Christina Aguilera, he went apeshit on this today because here's Christina.
Oh, not bad. Not bad
She's
at all.
looking great.
Not bad at all. I like that.
She is looking great. Here's what she was looking like
Absolutely.
not that long ago.
That's not so good. That's not so good.
Oh yeah, so this is Christina now.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, yes. So,
Yes.
So he just decides to go on such a rampage about Ozempic. You know, he's got this jealousy
Gonna
thing.
die
going
on that hill, isn't he?
Yeah, he
Jesus.
absolutely. It's the same hill as the I am in radio. I worked my ass off to get here. And all you stupid podcasters just come along and think that you can do what I've done for 40 years. So it's because of his dedication and his commitment to being, you know, the most expensive radio DJ on the planet. It's the same thing as, you know, just having a couple of almonds and basically starving himself and being a hater of food. And that's what. No, she doesn't have 3 legs. That does look kind of weird, doesn't it?
It does. It almost looks like Howard
No, it's
photoshopped it.
the back of her shirt is tied in the back, and then it flows down to the floor. So that's the tail of her shirt.
You know what? I don't
She
care.
has a
She
tail?
is beautiful no matter what you say.
Yes, she does. She looks great. Okay, so here's the commentary. Here we go.
And sashaying over to the fucking couch
And again, I don't have any information. Maybe she worked out. Maybe she joined a Jack LaLanne or something, and
Jack
really.
LaLanne.
But I went crazy. I say to my wife this morning,
Robert.
"You got it. She's on the Ozempic."
The Ozempic, like the
Ozempic.
The Ozempic. Right. So he becomes obsessed with it, and he really he just starts slamming his hand on his desk like an idiot. Here we go.
I mean, it was crazy, and I found again the same anger I get, and I don't know why I'm so angry. I asked my psychiatrist yesterday, why am I so angry? 25 years I'm in this chair. Why am I so angry? I don't think it's fair. I work very hard to stay thin. And now Christina Aguilera is hot again. And she didn't have to lift a fucking weight. She didn't have to say no to that piece of cheesecake.
He's pissed.
Well, you know what's so funny? You know what's so funny is that Robin is on the other side of the screen from him. That's the funniest part about this entire thing.
Oddly silent during that.
Very silent.
She usually throws her beefy
weight around.
Well, she can't because there's Ozempic in her mouth.
She's clearly the elephant in the room. Throwing her around. All right, let's continue on with this tirade.
It used to be, they said 3 out of every 4 adults in the United States are obese. And I would, okay.
That
I got
number's
Emily.
dropping, though.
Emily,
You can't find
That number's
any,
dropping.
you can't find one fatso anymore. Bubba the Love.
There's one on the screen right in front of you.
exactly.
So as everybody in the comments is basically saying that the fact that he would be complaining about a pop singer.
Yeah, who's 30
Yes.
years younger than him.
She's like what, 4'11" or something like
Yes.
that. She's
That's
Not
a
even
tiny
5.
human being. Exactly. And he's upset about it. He's upset.
Her whole
Well,
career is
To
to
look good.
good.
Yeah, yes, to be
Besides
on
singing
display.
well.
Yes.
It's like literally kind
She
of
has
the
one
thing.
job. She has one job.
Exactly.
Howard
Look good.
is incapable of feeling happiness for anybody but
Anything.
himself.
Funny you should say that because his next comment is really the most beautiful one. So he starts talking about, you just like have a handful of almonds, and if he scoops out the almonds, and if they fall off the side of his hand, he won't pick them back up. He will just use talk about an obsessive compulsive anorexic mind. He's insane. So here's
So
what
it is a handful of almonds.
I want to.
I want to eat the cashews. I do. Oh, pause.
I deny myself happiness every second of the day in many, many different ways. I totally deny myself happiness. If Christina Aguilera did Ozempic, she didn't have to deny herself happiness.
Well, actually, she did. I mean, it's uncomfortable to be on Ozempic.
Is it?
No, ma'am, she didn't deny herself anything. I mean, yeah, maybe she vomited a bunch, but okay. No, she looks beautiful. You guys, you're crazy.
Oh, absolutely. I would absolutely
gorgeous.
yes. I
You know?
have no problem with that at all.
She's wearing
Words
something that
can't bring
pulls
her
everything in, which looks
down.
really great. Beautiful.
Nothing wrong with a blonde chick in leather pants.
2 thumbs up.
If you would
absolutely,
tackle
yeah.
a show about
Thumbs
nothing
up and
with
not
a
thumbs.
genre,
That's
what
not
I mean,
good.
Yes.
anorexia, I would say it's anoradio. I mean, I would think anorexia and his obsession with weight is probably the thing that drives the show the most. If you want to give it a genre, anoradio. There's no other.
Anoradio.
It's in his. I don't think he thinks about his weight.
What?
He all he does is think about weight. That's all he does.
Yeah.
That's all he does is think about weight.
I mean, literally yesterday, Beth posted yet another picture where her clavicle is like, you can see the other side of her clavicle. That's how skinny it is. Like, no
Yeah,
joke.
you actually see through
you
it.
literally can see behind. Look it up. If I'm lying, I'm dying.
You want to
No,
share?
you're right. I saw the
And
picture. It's
that is-
disturbing.
That is what he thinks is beauty.
Sharing is caring.
We talk about relatability. He's a slightly more loquacious Michael
Hold on,
Jackson.
I'll pull it up.
Oh, you got it, Den? Okay, great.
Hold on, I'm getting it right now.
Okay, while you're doing that, let's all take a guess as to why he's having John Stamos on next week.
Uh-oh.
What?
And no,
Are you serious?
yes,
Oh.
so John Stamos is one of his guests next week. And if any of you can guess, I hope you don't know, but if you can guess,
Peg
then
party?
no, Den, anything?
Here, I'll put it in the
Um,
private chat. 1 second. Give me a
Wait. John Stamos on next week. Not a friggin' clue.
John, any thoughts?
He has another hour drama that'll be canceled in 3 weeks on ABC.
Bum, 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 bum. John Stamos reveals he was sexually abused by his babysitter when he was 10 or 11, but packed away the trauma for decades. I shouldn't have had to deal with all those feelings. Oh, do we
Jesus
forget
Christ.
that babysitter porn is Howard Stern's favorite thing in the whole wide world? And will this conversation
I put it in a private chat if you want to.
Horribly wrong? Will it? Will it? I see.
Who cares?
His life
I got it. I got it on tab.
It's in the private chat too. Also, if it's
enough with the private chat. Why didn't you just link me to it?
Because that's the easiest way of doing it. Look
there
at that.
It is.
Jesus Christ!
You guys thought I was exaggerating, bro.
You could put soup in that. Like
that
you
looks
put like a full bowl of soup
it's
in
a
there.
flesh-colored skeleton.
That's skinny fat. It's
Can we
skinny
zoom in
fat.
on that? Zoom in on
right
the trumpets here. It's
can I zoom?
that is some crazy shit right there, man. That looked like when I made ribs this weekend, man. Look at that.
If you bought ribs like that, you got ripped off.
You could put a carabiner on that frog.
So what's
joke?
Look at that thing.
What's the story?
I'm kind of grossed. I'm kind of grossed out.
Stamos just turned 60. He's just coming out with this now.
Of course.
Magazine fact.
Anything to sell books. That's what it's about. You
That's
need
a
that
lot,
book.
yeah.
You need to get that in and sell books. That's what it's about. So yeah, I didn't even read the article. I thought the headline was more than enough.
All right, wait, G Canada. Why would it Photoshop that? Why would it Photoshop the clavicle like that? Come on, G Canada, please.
That's not photoshopped.
That's how it looks.
That's how it looks. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
I agreed,
I
Aldi.
I tried. Like I literally, I'd have to.
That's crazy.
It's disturbing.
It's like
if you
spooky,
look at
scary
Stamos'
skeletons.
career, if you look at Stamos' career, there's nothing that makes him guest worthy in what this show claims to be now.
No,
he's a laughable sitcom. He's never had a film career. Like Michael Rappaport's career is way better than his.
That's true.
But he's this ridiculous whack packer, and Stamos is a guest. He's done absolutely nothing to. He got ER canceled. He's a himbo. He's being booked on a himbo, and Howard has a man crush on him.
Exactly. There it is.
Career.
Like a slightly more handsome Jerry O'Connell, who
right. Jerry O'Connell's a better career than him. That's a great one, Monique.
Ryan
and the Romaine
ish, but not even that.
Jerry O'Connell is a better career than him, and Jerry O'Connell cannot get on the show. A way better career.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
It's so bizarre.
Tis, my loves, tis. All right, so we're going to move on a little bit, and let's talk about. Now, I probably didn't grab as much of this as I probably would have needed to, and I apologize in advance. However, Howard started talking about. Oh, did I lose it? No, I didn't. Okay.
Jesse and the Rippers.
So let's go back in time a little bit and talk about the original clip of this, which is part of cleaning out the computer, but who cares? Let's just talk a little bit about it. Let me see which one is part one, which is part two. Okay, these are old. We're going back in time. Here we go.
And I always feel guilty whenever like there's a woman working hard on me, like this poor Korean woman. I go, I go, I work 2 jobs. I want her to know that I work hard too, like she does.
She doesn't care.
And she goes, yeah,
your jobs are better than hers, no matter what they are.
Yeah, and then she'll go, you work 2 jobs. Yeah, you know. Compelled to talk to them. Like none of the other women talk to the people. I go, do you enjoy your work? Well, she goes, well, she goes, I need money. I'm like, oh,
I love his accent.
That's why I put that in it.
Of course she needs money.
Agent defamation.
Wow.
Fingernails, and she files them. And then the big question comes. She goes, you want the shiny buff? You want shiny buff? I go,
see,
what?
He knows this all too well.
Yeah, he does.
Get out of there.
So happy.
And
he claims it's the first time.
I got out. I'm looking at the shiny buff the whole time I'm walking home. I'm like to my wife, oh my God, look at this shiny buff. It's sissy man.
Yeah.
I'm a sissy man. Now I'm like staring at my shiny buff. And the bill was like, I don't know, $37. They gave like a $20 tip. The woman didn't know what to do.
She wanted to do you all over again.
She tried to put my shoes and socks back on again.
Yeah.
She started to tie my shoes. I go, ma'am, it's fine.
Wow, he went to a cheap Korean place.
Does that sound right to you, Monique? That fee? Is that
That's
about
back
right.
then.
Yeah.
Back then, yeah.
2012.
Now
that's
you
about
can't
right.
even get away with like a regular manicure and pedicure for less than like $70.
Yeah, because a
Really?
pedicure is like
Yeah.
24 now here.
35 for a pedicure, 30 for a manicure, and if it's a gel manicure, it's like 40,
Gel.
35. Well, yeah. See, I don't use gel
I know.
normally.
Gel's
because I use
better.
colors all the time, and it weakens your nails a lot. So I tend to not do that. If I'm going away, I'll get gel because it stays and you just don't get rid of it. Thank you, Frank. I took my time blowing it out today.
I paid $22 to have my dog's nails dremeled last week.
Yes, exactly.
They only managed to do one before he just like flipped out.
All right, let me finish this.
Like, oh fuck, this is so embarrassing, but I so want one. I want my nails to feel good. I don't know how to cut my nails. I'm not a girl. I don't sit there and file. I have a file in my bag. I never use it.
Who doesn't know how to cut
My
their
wife
nails?
complains over him.
He does.
60.
I know what she means.
So they put you back
Yeah, so
where the big tubs are.
there's a big giant chair, a massage
Oh, I
chair.
did the first last
And the
one
guy
first.
sees me and he goes, "You want massage?" I go, no massage. And then he turns the chair on. The chair comes over to give me first I get my pedicure, I guess.
Right.
I didn't know what was going on. And I wouldn't even
no
sit
idea.
back
So
and relax
confused.
because I was so nervous that people were laughing at me and making fun of me that I couldn't relax in the chair and get the full effect. It wasn't relaxing for me. I just wanted my nails cut.
Look,
So my cousin worked, sauce on side. You sauce on side. So
I hate
Wow.
I hate everything about this conversation.
Where's your Asian Defamation League, George? That was my fault, Monique. I didn't number it right. I didn't give you a 1 and 2. I didn't.
It just said 0. It just
Yeah, you played it. That was my fault.
No, that's okay. It's okay. Everybody got the. So for some reason, he brings it up today, and starts talking about the manicure.
I have a different picture.
Which one do you have?
Really?
He has black socks on.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
All right, hold on. Let me share this.
He's quite the tenses.
This is quite the tenses.
It's the same. I think it's the same. Oh, it's weird. But this has black socks.
What?
How is
Yes.
that possible?
Yes. It has black socks.
A RadioGunk exclusive.
Looks right there. Look at that.
Oh, that is weird.
What?
Whoa.
What's going on?
I don't know, but the socks be black.
That's weird, man.
I say so.
Oh, you can totally see like
Dennis,
Dennis, you're like an
Dennis.
angle inspector.
What?
Wait, I'm gonna
Look at his-
remove. Can you in the private chat just link me to that so that I can put it up and we can compare them side by side while
All
I
right,
have.
hold on. Let me
Oh my
click this, and
This
then
is
I'll do-
amazing.
That is
Ankle gate.
bizarre.
So they had multiple
Scary
times.
skeletons.
He went.
There's no
he
way.
went and
No,
he
this
just.
isn't the same picture. This is
I want to see Beth's dad go so we can see the ankle bracelet.
All right, I sent
Did
it.
you color that white?
I got it. Hang on.
Tam
That is
Fran's right.
so-
The
that is so
cadence in
weird.
Howard's voice, how much faster he sounds, and that's just a scant decade ago. He sounds so different today than that sound. Tam
What
Fran's
post was
right.
that, Dennis?
I posted it. It's toward the bottom.
Give me the number. Is it on the first page?
Give it
It's
to me.
right.
Give it
Hold
to me.
on. It's
Here.
right
Give
there.
it to me. Give it to me. That's weird, bro.
It is really
Somebody
strange.
colored those socks in.
But why?
To make it look ridiculous.
It's the same. It's the same
It's the
picture.
same picture.
It
but
is the same picture. What the hell's going on? Why
Black
does he?
socks are cool now. They're not what they used to be.
No,
Canada's
Black
and
Sox
Doug
is
living
Canadians.
together.
Sorry, G Canada.
Kind of like the
Guys, it's bizarre.
Oh my God, that's so strange.
Wow.
Okay,
Okay,
we're done with the show. Like and
I know.
subscribe.
Go out on
You
that
guys-
note. That's so funny.
That
On
is
that bombshell.
bombshell.
Come on, people in the chat. What's your theory? What's going on
Pick
here?
that up, Radar Online.
Where did you pull this from?
I just did it online. I think it's like the New York Post article.
And though honestly, I would have never noticed.
Yeah,
I don't think I would have ever noticed that.
White socks.
enhanced. So
Black socks.
isn't it like bizarrely enhanced compared to the one from the newspaper? When you think about it.
Yeah.
But it's
So
But
they
okay, we're
They
spending
gave him black socks to make him look even more
Way.
ridiculous.
way too much time on this. So he starts talking about manicures. He was talking about how he saw while he was getting his feet done that somebody was taking pictures, and then all of a sudden,
the shame.
yeah.
meanwhile,
Okay.
The next day, page 6 of the New York Post.
Yeah.
There I am sitting with my pants rolled up, getting a nice little pedicure, looking like a weirdo.
Pedicure?
You're not getting a pedicure on page 6.
I know,
You weren't
exactly.
getting a pedicure on page 6, which we've all realized now. This was in 2012. So what did they decide to do after his picture shows up on page? Now, did you send me the link, John, to where this manicure place is?
Well, he claims he was walking to it.
He ain't walking
Yeah,
anywhere.
nah,
In one of the
that's
clips,
not-
did I say that in the clip? I walked home. Did I say
Yeah, he
is that
did.
in the-
Yeah, we played that. He walked home.
I
Or is
do
it-
believe that 10, 15 years ago, he did walk more. Like, I think he's become more
Right.
and more secluded as the years.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
You
But
see
Monique,
where
all right.
Squabble Lane is to where that
Yeah.
would be on the strip. There's no way in hell they're walking to that.
I
mean-
hear you. I hear you.
Well, Monique, he'd get lost trying to go down the streets to get to his house.
But it was with Beth.
It's just
So
So
what? Horses? Oh, that's right. Horses always find their way home. I forgot.
So because this happened, and because somebody actually took a picture of him getting a manicure, pedicure, it's the socks brooder. Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
So then they decide to hire a manicurist. So let's hear that story. And again, let's go back to the lifestyles of the rich and famous that Howard now has become. And that's where this story comes in.
So I said, there's got to be someone we could hire
Gotta
to
be
come to the
someone.
house
Gotta be.
and clip my toenails.
Yeah.
I don't even want anything, fancy. I don't want her sitting
But
there
they can
massaging
even
my.
bring a whole setup.
They bring a whole. So my wife called one of her Yenta friends, who's a top Yenta, who knows everything, and she goes, "Oh yeah, so and so." All right, we get the name.
Andy Cohen.
And we get the price. Little bit, it was very pricey. I'll be honest with you. The woman was charging top dollar because evidently she's very busy. Okay, fair enough. I'll shell out.
Think about it. Think about how much it must cost for little Consuelo to come to your house and do a manicure, pedicure for both you and your wife. It's got to cost. I'm going to say,
$200.
I'm going to say
200?
150 each at least.
Oh, 300 total. Yeah.
300.
And it's young Lee. It's not going to be Consuela.
You never know out there.
Oh, that's
You
true.
got to remember, if she's probably doing this as like her side gig. She probably is like a live-in to somebody who's maybe there, 3 months a year. So she's got all the time in the world to kill.
But Mo,
Not
anything over 12,000 square feet is considered bourgeois if you don't have a wellness center in your house.
Well, that's true.
So-
A lot of these like basketball players have haircut salons.
Yeah.
They have like
Absolutely. That's all included.
If
in
they
that.
got it, he's got
That's
it.
the massage room.
Yep.
That's the spa. That's the haircut place. That's
No. He's got something different though. He has that Darth Vader thing where that's how he gets his wig put on.
I think he has a panic
absolutely.
room.
But what I'm saying is for him to just be talking, it's like he doesn't want to admit that his house obviously has something like that.
Yes.
Like, oh yeah.
Well,
blah, 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 blah.
let's continue.
I'll shell out.
I'll show up.
I said, okay. I'll even give her a nice tip.
Oh,
It ain't gonna be
Comes to the house.
$15.
Comes to the house. Got a bucket with her. The whole setup.
Fuck it.
Does my thing. I'm like happy camper, right? Calls up my wife the next day. I have to change the price. She looked over my house and saw it was me.
Oh no.
And she goes, I have to change the price because I didn't realize how far I have to drive. And we're like, far you have to drive? We know you go over to everyone's house. We know what you charge them. No. It's a lot of gas for me to come to your. I said to my wife, I don't want her in the house anymore.
I don't believe a word of that.
Me neither.
She would tarnish her relationship with the other
Somebody came to
people
the
that
house.
recommended her.
I believe she came to the house,
But
I
there's no
also
way in
believe
hell that
she came
it's him
to
bragging
the-
about that.
Yeah.
That fear he has. The plumber is going to charge me $15,000. It would tarnish her relationship with everybody that recommended her, and there's no way that's real. He's lying again.
Well, keep in mind every one of these situations is twofold. He has to find the same exact service in Florida when he goes down there. I don't think
Absolutely.
that he's going to go 6 months without getting his little tootsies taken care of.
Oh, absolutely. He definitely gets his nails and toes done. He definitely has somebody. who
Yeah,
takes
and
him out.
so what?
No
Why
doubt.
is he?
I can almost believe that he does it in the house and Beth doesn't. I believe that Beth wants to get the hell out of the house.
Yeah,
Oh,
Well,
absolutely.
Would be
that's a
happy
good point.
to go get her nails and toes done.
Beth would go to Mastic Shirley to get its nails
That's
done.
what's we should just call the show the Master Shirley podcast.
And you know what?
100% they have like.
Here's the funny thing: a lot of their friends live in what's the other area?
Bridgehampton,
Yeah.
East Hampton.
Bridgehampton, right. So it is a drive, and there's lots of
You know
traffic.
what?
Oh, East Hampton to Southampton is not close, Monique. That's actually people don't
No.
realize that's
And with
not
traffic
close.
and
yeah.
it's that one road, it's just
Would you really
horrible.
call them friends though? Aren't they just friends of mutual convenience?
Right. And how
Yes.
is it? How is it that he doesn't go and get a nail clipper for like $250?
Oh,
And
bro, he ain't gonna do that.
Because he's too stupid to know how to use it. I honestly believe that he's too stupid.
I
Monique,
just
in one of those Chelsea Handler clips, she actually goes to him. That's why I looked for Chelsea Handler. She says to him, "Why the hell don't you have someone come to your house?" He's like, "I like to listen to the Yentas talk." It was the weirdest exchange.
Yeah.
what was it about?
Laundry-
In reference to what?
It was the AGT getting his nails done. He was bragging about getting his nails done, getting a mani pedi, and she's like, "Why the hell don't you have someone just come to your house?" I don't get it.
Let's
It's
So-
right around this time too. It's the same.
So,
exact-
look at how you just sucked me into putting that goddamn Chelsea Handler into this conversation. No, it says I have
Don't
no.
worry
Laundry
about it.
room.
Did I
like
not
laundry
give you
rooms.
access?
No, it says access denied.
Laundry
Oh
rooms
my
comment. You can lead a horse to vodka and pills, but you can't get it to stop.
Yeah, you're gonna have to resend those, Johnny. I don't have that, or just give me access. I don't
We
know.
can
how
do
to
it next time if you want.
I know, but they saved them, so
It didn't give me the access. You know how like when it says you have to grant access to you.
Well, 'cause
and
I'm
bond-
naturally, I assume
it
that I
didn't
have
give
the
me the option this time. It just like sent it on its own.
That's curious. Okay,
When,
let's move on.
when you go over 25 megabytes, you have to grant access.
Yes.
So stupid.
Okay.
But
So
once
then,
again, it's Occam's razor. It's the simplest explanation. He's a veal. We keep referring to him as a veal. He's a
He is
veal.
a veal.
he
He's
is.
a veal.
Yes. Yes.
Simple as that.
Johnny, what are
really
these
is.
pictures that you sent me with the wig and the hair? And
It
all
was
that
just
stuff?
something I found on Facebook.
All right,
They
we'll
did
come
like
back.
through the Howard's hair plugs through the years. And they did like a progression, and then somebody isolated the scalp and the weird hairline
That
again. It's a
thing right
different
there.
shot I had not seen.
All right, we'll come back to that then.
You don't know. I just sent it to you. Whatever you
Yeah,
want
we'll
to do
get
with
it later. Okay, so then they're talking about Post Malone, Posty, as he's called him several
Oh,
times.
Jesus Christ.
And
Yeah.
the fact that he was calling him sir, yes sir, and they're kind of shocked that they would call him sir because he obviously sees himself differently.
Yeah, when
than
a
Posty.
young dude starts calling me sir, I start to feel I thought I looked pretty cool to him, like
Yeah. Like
Okay, I don't
you're
have-
in a contemporary.
I don't have these people have
Contemporary.
rock star hair. I thought
Rock
maybe
star.
that would, in my mind, it's contemporary. I'm 28.
Yeah.
Post Malone is younger than his youngest daughter.
Daughter.
Is she
Yeah.
younger than Ashley?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's
Ashley-
at least 30.
Ashley's 30.
He's 28, 29.
He's
Yeah.
no business having him on. There's no
He
no
is
business.
41 years younger than Howard. Contemporary, of course.
He's contemporary.
41 years younger than Howard.
Because he dressed like a skater boy. He's
Yeah.
contemporary.
Exactly. And he knows who LMFAO is.
Exactly.
Yeah. He could
I'm
pick
in Miami,
LMFAO out of a
bitch.
lineup. Please.
Yeah, there you go.
Gosh. So then he starts again talking about his favorite male group, which is pronounce
this?
it for me, Maneskin, right?
Manoskin.
Maneskin.
And
But-
he likes the
Howard
worst
calls
songs they do.
Howard calls it monoskin, and it drives me
it's so-
absolutely insane.
It's so painful.
And by the way, he is so in love with this boy. It's palpable.
Oh, that's his
Oh,
type,
yeah.
bro, right there.
Oh, absolutely.
That is like
yeah,
a
he's
younger
all over
Orlando
that.
Bloom type.
Yes.
Swarthy.
It's
Yeah.
Timothy
Wardy.
Chalamet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Exactly.
always the same. Yep.
Look, you can see his rib cage. It's like
Oh my God! This is what he was watching, not the
Swarthy, skinny, homoerotic.
not the lesbian porn. This is what he's
Oh, and a
watching.
bra. Oh my God.
Oh, he had
I bet Howard creamed himself.
skirts.
Oh, this goddamn.
He got
perfect.
dust all over. He
I
got dust
want
all over his
to break
iPad.
free.
By the way, he's prettier than Ashley. Not gonna lie.
Well, that's
Well,
not a very
that's
big.
not saying
That's
much.
not a big step.
That's a low bar right there, bro.
That's very
No.
low bar.
Yeah. So suffice it to say, this is his kind of guy, right?
Oh,
Always the same.
absolutely.
It's always that ilk. It's always the same. Timothy Chalamet. It's always
Look at him with his cute little high heel. Look at him with his John Hines' wife Louboutins on. I bet you he's tiny. Look at those shoes. Jesus
Well,
Christ.
he's a guinea. How tall do you think he's going to be?
Well, he's not that. He's a skinny guinea, but he's
A skinny guinea.
a skinny guinea.
He's probably what 5'6", 5'7". I mean,
No, I think he's a little. I mean, he looks
5'8".
well. Maybe no. He's got.
No,
heels
I
on
don't
there,
think he's
too.
that tall because she's
No, he's got heels
tiny.
on, too. Listen, not gonna lie. If I was like 14 years old and he was 17 and I'd be.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I
love
wouldn't
it.
blame you.
It's just like ridiculousness, but I'm not a 70-year-old man who is still like looking at this guy and I'm
Salivating.
absolutely in love with him. So let's play it just a little bit.
But
And he's a real good-looking dude, the lead singer. He's super handsome.
Oh my god.
And he's chiseled, you know.
Whoa.
Like you would definitely think he was cute. And then like he'll wear like a mini skirt or something
Mini skirt.
with his shirt off.
You know he's been looking at these pictures.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know,
And
wait.
I was like, yeah, I guess if I was that good looking, I had a nice physique, I'd probably wear a little mini skirt and parade around with my shirt off.
Always wants to be the pretty girl.
Jabawookie.
Always wants to be the pretty girl. You know, I wish I had that girl close by to give you because
our buddy. We haven't referenced her in a minute.
Oh, what is her name? Wait, what is her name?
Oh God.
Ganja Solo.
Shit. I want this for you so badly. I'll come back to
It's
it.
okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
You know,
So
we can't get them all. We can't get them all, guys.
So
Dear Christ.
now, again, John Hine has been in some sort of ass lathering.
what is he not?
It's never stopped, bro.
I know, but it's just I just happen to be hearing it a lot lately.
It's
so-
much. It actually it's amped up a little bit right now. It's amped up.
That's how I got on the show.
Yeah, I know, but you have to pull them. They're gonna have to pull them out of there.
Okay, so hang on. Let me just play a little bit of Hine putting his 2 cents into it.
You know something about Monoskin, John?
Monoskin.
Yeah, they did a special for us on Howard 101 at the beginning of the year, and
that's right.
The tune you were playing
Didn't
was
even know
from the
that.
special. Tom Morello was there with them, and first of all, they are very good-looking Italian individuals. Both the lead singer,
They're super talented.
the whole band is just gorgeous. But they would jam with Tom Morello before, like, you know, to get ready to play the tune. And it was just amazing to watch. I mean, Morello was completely into it. He had nothing but great things to say about you.
It's completely.
You're right. That's a whole other level of ass. Yeah.
That's a
But
whole
it's
other
just-
level.
He has no business knowing who this band is. His real interests are the fucking Washington Nationals versus the Pittsburgh Pirates.
John
5-game series on a weekend. That's his ballywick. You were so right, Monique. That is a whole other level of ass history to pretend to be interested in this guy. That's where the work comes in. He has
Jesus
no business working
Christ.
on this show. No
None.
business following them. He
None.
is the worst.
None. I hate everything about that.
Everything about this is just nauseating.
To be fair for John Wayne Gacy knew what all the young kids were into when he get them into his house.
Exactly, Kylo and Chad and Autobot and Crazy Robin and Dorian Morgan. Which Monique just said. This guy's 7. Just take the 70-year-old in your life having this
70-year-old man.
conversation,
70.
talking about someone like this. Could you imagine the reaction at some, I don't know, just party or dinner table or some kind of holiday? A 70-year-old man talking like this. You would
He
just
is
like, this
almost
doesn't
that
fit.
Herbert from Family Guy. Come over here, Sonny. He's almost that dude.
No, it's worse than that because this isn't a conversation that he could have with anybody other than his asshole buddies in the Hamptons.
Just
who are
juxtapose it.
probably just as ridiculously old yet think that they're very into
Yeah,
pop
that's true.
culture.
But do you see them doing this though? This
No.
where you're teetering on
Hikers.
just straight up gay. I mean, could you see Seinfeld?
Yeah,
doing
this
this?
is-
You see
there's
Stephanopoulos doing this.
You
You
know
see
what?
Alec Baldwin doing this.
No.
I
No.
think it's, you know what, we're doing a disservice to gay people by lumping him in with them. He is just a creep. He's a
Yeah, I mean, this
straight-out
is
creepy
kind of
old
like
dude.
this is like stalkerish kind of.
This is like
yeah.
Yeah, remember that one dude that we did on Gunk in the Night, the guy with the toy box? He's like that dude.
Yeah.
Wally
Yeah.
Joyner's burner says, I'd call the cops on my 7-year-old dad if he ever spoke like this. Just like Chuck Finley and what's her name? Tony Katane.
Yeah, laundry
All
room.
the cops.
Laundry room. Imagine you visit your grandpa in Florida and he's getting a stiffy talking about men
It's
wearing
true.
mini skirts
It's true.
and
We're laughing about this, but just try to juxtapose that in pedestrian life. If anybody
disturbing.
talked like this at 70, 60, 50, whatever, it's so hideous.
You know what the answer to that is, Dennis? It's how much money does he have?
Yeah, right. Money solves everything.
Chico. I'm 23. I go to UCSB and I also bartend.
My name is Optimus Prime. We are autonomous.
50 seconds. Guess the celebrity. Ready? Go. Are they a man? Yes, but.
Oh, that's not the Wookiee.
That's not the one. That's not the one, but that was pretty funny though.
23. I go to UCSB and I also bartend.
My name is Optimus
Oh,
Prime.
that's not it. I needed the Wookiee one. I don't see where it is.
Where's the Jabba one? It's Jabba.
Yeah, say that. Just say, why are you saying the N-word? What do you think? Oh, of course. Look.
She is.
She's a meme.
No, I'm 23. I go to UCSB and I also bartend.
My name is.
No, you bastard. I hate you, TikTok. I really wanted a Wheezy Wookiee.
That's even better.
It's Jabba. Remember, it's Jabba. You have to search for Jabba.
Oh, it's Jabba. Sorry.
Jabba,
Sorry.
not
Oh,
Wookiee.
I did the wrong one.
You were looking on Bespin instead of Tatooine, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta look on Tatooine.
Also bartend.
Holy crap.
Insane.
Jesus Christ.
that was insane.
Okay, that was insane. Well, that's my world at 11:30 when I can't sleep.
Where were we?
So then he goes on from Monoskin because, of course, we had to talk about the fact that Tom Morello was in this whole thing when they had done
The biggest phony ever, Tom
And
Morello.
so
You guys are going crazy on him today.
Howard loves Tom Morello, and he's actually a little upset that Tom Morello never called him back or thanked him for wishing his 90-something-year-old mother a happy birthday by saying, "I wonder if you still have a wonderful vagina." And I think he might be a little surprised why he didn't call him back. So he's asking John, like, I wonder what happened there.
You know, Tom Morello texted me, which was really cool. And then
Really
he said,
cool
hey,
that he texted you.
would you cut something for my mom's 100th birthday? And I was like, I didn't want to say to Tom, I don't do that, which I don't. And I figured, well, his mom's going to be 100.
You're so
So
sweet,
I
so
did
generous, so
But
generous.
maybe it offended them. I never heard like, hey, thanks for doing that or anything.
Okay.
I mean, because I don't do it for anyone. So maybe my vagina material was a little too intense for a 100th birthday party.
You think maybe?
You know,
Maybe, yeah,
And
slightly.
when you-
Yeah, that
when
might
you're
have been
complimenting,
a wild mix of people.
you think, like maybe some of her great grandchildren were there and stuff.
Yeah, it might be a little bit off color, you idiot.
You think?
Why would the mom of an Ivy League guitarist for Rage Against the Machine give a shit about Howard? Why would she even know who he is or
She doesn't
care?
know who he is.
What
Yeah,
on earth
she
would
has
that?
no idea.
What would be the motivation for asking him to do anything of the sort?
I don't understand it at all, unless there was some bizarre reason that he was putting together every single person that he knows. Kind of, hi,
Or-
this is
Yeah,
so-and-so.
Well, you know
Famous-
what's so
famous-
sad?
What?
What's so sad is that this is basically the same thing it did at Joan Rivers' funeral. I mean, literally,
Yeah,
it's the same
that's his go-to,
ugly material.
right, yes.
Same ugly material. He
Yeah.
just knows nothing.
Johnny, what is that you just sent me?
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
speaking of homoerotica and Optimus Prime, this is on the Deppening. This
Oh
is
my
Optimus
God.
Prime voicing over your boyfriend Richard Grieco and Depp in their first clash. On it's the same actor. Peter
Johnny
Welling.
Depp meets the one person who will drive
did I
him
love
to the
it?
breaking point. his new partner.
You want to tell everybody where you were the night Tracy Edwards was raped?
I was busy.
I guess you were.
Can't you know it's possible you don't know the first thing about Booker?
When did you start hanging out with the Klan?
Johnny Depp.
That's Optimus Prime.
Jump Street premieres next Sunday on.
Holy crap.
Autobots, roll out.
Damn.
Pick this stuff up later in life. You don't know it as a kid. And I'm watching Transformers and 21 Jump Street at the same time, and I didn't pick up on it.
Didn't connect the dots.
I didn't connect the dots.
Oh my God! Right, C-137.
Peter Cullen, right?
He was just. That's
The girls in my high school would go back and forth with Grieco and Depp on their lockers. Grieco got just as much real estate as Depp did on high school girl locker.
Absolutely, but he had those more manicured eyebrows, which made him
yes.
more
yes.
slightly more toad.
Yes, except for now, Grieco looks like Optimus Prime for reals.
Yeah, let's see what he looks like right now.
Oh,
what?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, let's take a look. Oh,
that good, huh?
He's kind of like Mickey Rourke-ish the way he's
Yeah.
navigated his
Mickey
career.
Rourke without the surgery.
Yeah.
Let's
go. Damn.
I mean, if this was him, like today, you'd be like, okay, he's aged well because that was him. And
He's 58, if you want to know.
That's a.
I mean, I'll take the rocker guy.
Yeah.
But that's a few years ago. It keeps on getting worse. It keeps getting worse. I keep digging down.
He was on Howard once, promoting Roxbury Boys.
Yeah, it's that
Whoa,
hair.
he looks like
too.
Danny Glover now.
Yes.
Yeah, he was trying to keep that good hair.
Oh, look at that.
That's him getting arrested at the airport. He had a drunken disorderly at San Antonio Airport.
That's
from
I've been to
3
San
years
Antonio
ago.
Airport. I can understand why.
I think they had all the footage of it too.
That's a shame.
Maybe we'll go over to the Deppening on Friday.
Why don't you make a little note about that? Why don't you just jot that down for later on?
So many
Autobot,
Gricos, so little time.
Autobot, does that mean he looks like Chris Cornell now or then?
Now.
Ooh.
It's brutal. All right, so then we're gonna move on a little bit, and this
Father Time, undefeated.
This is kind of like the worst clips of the day, without question, and that would be when everybody's favorite twink, Chris Wilding.
This one I bailed.
Yeah, this went on for a long time though too. This was like
I pulled the parachute. I was done.
Meaningful phony phone calls here, and and they were Jimmy Carter calling Bigfoot. Apparently, Bigfoot worked at a pizzeria. And apparently he gets like crank phone calls all the time because he works at this pizzeria. And Sal and Richard call him constantly and just kind of beat the shit out of him with like stupidness. I don't understand why.
I wanna feel the sun, have barbecues. I wanna see my friends, the old and new. We'll turn on the game and share some laughs. And we'll play
this or that.
John Doe beat you to the line. He puts writes this and that as soon as it hit. I had no idea that was coming.
I have no idea what this or that is.
You Pearl Harbored me with that.
We're just gonna play this and that. This and that. Is there an actual game called This and That? I don't think so. I think the words are just so mediocre and so they're Emily Stern level word.
No, don't insult
AI,
Emily
right?
Stern.
Like how AI would write a song. Write me a coffee house song, homoerotic coffee house song, and that's what would come up. We'll turn on the game and share some laughs.
Jimmy Carter, though, really? Come on, man.
Here we go. And it's so,
seriously.
So Jimmy Carter has been in hospice now for 8 months.
Right.
He ain't
Still
dying.
alive, but he's in a hospice for 8 months.
Believe that he's in the grave. I don't even have a setup for you for this. I don't.
There is no setup because it's retarded.
It's retarded.
You have some dietary restrictions, so
just
please memorize the order, okay?
Yeah, I probably could memorize it, yeah.
I would like double pepperoni.
Bubble what?
Double cheese. I'm very hungry.
What?
And, Mr. Bigfoot.
Yeah, so this is the way it kept going. Please hold.
Please stop.
You know, I was thinking if I can't get a pizza, I could maybe at least eat my own cum.
No.
Will you help me with that?
Eat your cum. I'll help you. I'll let you play more with my penis.
Oh, God.
I'll let you suck it.
Yeah, you slap it on my liver spot.
I'll slap it on you.
Oh, Jesus. I was just thinking, my wife is still alive. Would it loosen you up a little bit if she was here?
Jesus Christ, please. This is so unfunny. This
is weird, bro.
This sucks humor right out of the air. I mean, this is the anti-humor.
It's just
anti-humor. It's so Jimmy Carter on top. I mean, come on. What are we, like a week away from Tippy Canoe and Tyler 2?
Exactly. How'd you know?
I don't know what the bottom is.
Really?
I'd say it's the worst thing I've ever heard, but there's no bottom to this.
No,
show.
there's no bottom.
It's the worst thing you've heard up to now.
Yeah, up to the last 5 minutes.
Up to now, it's the worst thing you've ever heard.
And
Chris
you think to
Wilding.
yourself, again, we go back to it too much, but 70 people, they're probably all trying to do funny phone calls or make music or songs or stupid like puns and things like this or bits or whatever. And this is the best you can. This is the best you can do. For
and they're vetting it and listening to it and comparing. It's almost like Saturday Night Live would come out and they'd have like 10 horrible sketches. Like, how do you possibly this? You guys rehearsed this and you have all these people working on the show, and this is what you came up with for the week. What did you turn down?
What did you turn down? Exactly. And you know what? I didn't clip it, but I do believe that Baba Booey came in and said, "Yeah, I heard the whole thing. It's really great, boss. It's really funny." And it's like, are you kidding me that you really said this to him?
Make Howard happy.
Lazy bastards, man.
Yeah,
seriously, next week's gonna be knock knock. Who is it? Oh, it's Lewis and Clark.
No joke. I swear to you, amongst the entirety of that staff, if there are 7 hours worth of actual work amongst the entire lot of them, that's a lot.
No, I don't even think there's 7 hours. Please, I don't think they're
Other
not that
than the idiots
productive.
that just listen to shows to pick clips for him and stuff like that, which could actually be construed as something that you do. But that's like watching
Wait a
TV
minute.
for a living.
So his head clip guy listens to Bubba's show while his show is on. He's not even paying attention to his show. He's listening to the radio.
He's listening to Bubba's show probably because he wanted to hear what he had to say about the wedding.
But the funny thing is, though, he's listening to something else, not even for the show. It's just literally he's just doing something to entertain himself.
And
is
yes,
there a way we can get a
I
hold of
agree.
Bubba's show so I can listen to it and get my own?
It's
take on
online.
clips?
I'd
I'd like to get my own footage.
Yeah, if you go on Twitch, Bubba's Army, I think, does the show pretty much every.
Yeah, go look up Bubba
Okay, I'm
Army
gonna try
and
to
do the
go
little
through it 'cause
McGillicuddy.
I don't trust their take on it. I want to find my own.
And yes, the laundry
audio.
room, I agree 1,000%. I'm sorry that you just took that off from me. I was just about to read it. Bowie has been beaten into submission. You got to listen to the yeah, he's done. He's as
Well, he's
beaten
just
as-
cashing the checks. I mean, that's all he's doing now is cashing the checks.
Yes.
That's it.
What are you chuckling about, Xavier? What?
Oh, hang on, I'll just put it up.
Monique, I said Bobble Bowie was brilliant today with
Yes,
his
he was.
gifs.
Yes,
and I
he
sent
was.
you the page that had me cackling, and I was sending it to people. He superimposed Howard and Beth on Aykroyd and Jamie Lee Curtis.
This is beautiful.
This is so effing good.
This
and
one.
it's about Howard's manicures and how he's never done a day of.
Are you
manual
not
labor.
looking at the screen while you're talking to us, John? That I
No,
have it on there for the last.
I wasn't. I was looking at. I wasn't.
Soft hands and a manicure. You've never done
It's in a hard way to in your life, have you?
Look at that. Look at Aykroyd's face blended with it.
This is so incredible.
This is so good.
I laughed so hard when I saw this. I was dying. I was literally dying when I saw this.
You know, every time I see one of these, I just start laughing really, really hard. The one I took from him
Underneath,
today,
it's really good too.
the one I took was the Seinfeld one. That's the
Yes.
Oh, wait, that's maybe. This is, he says, I'm not a liar. And this is from AGT. He's saying, I'm a liar, a compulsive liar. And they're angry as hell at him because of that.
What were they yelling about? What was it about?
I think he lied about something during the filming, and he just said, I'm a liar. I'm a compulsive liar.
We believe you.
Oh, I have that.
Somebody
That's
said somebody-
bookmarked and downloaded.
There's Robin.
That's not far off.
Robin eating in bed. Happy birthday, Bisnick, by the way. Sorry, I'm a day late with saying it.
Oh, I
on
didn't
air.
know that. Well, happy birthday, Bisnick.
Yeah, I know. I should have done a thread yesterday. And
God damn it.
Dennis
You're
Bisnick might have you
terrible.
beat. I saw a picture of him drinking a beer at 6:30 in the morning in Philadelphia at an Eagles game. 6:30 a.m.
Jesus.
Let's not drink.
I'm usually going to bed at that time drinking, but not starting.
6:30. It's
you
6:30
actually
is
drink?
okay.
Are you a prolific drinker, John?
Not as much as I used to be. The hangovers, I can't rally from the hangover anymore. So no matter how much Pedialyte and no matter how much pickle juice, it's still kind of you know how that goes. You start the day off with 2 strikes with the hangover. If you
So,
rally to do it,
how often do you say you drink?
probably twice a week.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. Hopefully more. Maybe I'll get it up to 4 or 5 by the end.
Would you say when
by the
you
holidays?
do drink, is it excessive?
No.
So how much would you say you drink in a
Is this an
night?
intervention?
It's hard to
Sounds it.
because it's very, the armgria is very. I'm looking for the little buzz, so I'm not looking to get drunk. I'm looking to keep the perpetual buzz, as they say. So it's not a high. I mean, you got to go by percentages. You can't go by fluid ounces. You're going by You're going by percentages. So it's almost like a slugging percentage or a efficiency rating.
Jeremy Spoke says those are rookie numbers there, John. I don't know why I just kept this Tookus thing up, because this is his logo, and they were like talking about putting
That
the,
is
what do they call it,
terrible.
amulets on top there.
You're so right, Jeremy.
And that they were going to start doing that. I was looking for another Baba Booey thing that was phenomenal from Seinfeld, and now I can't find it.
Oh yeah. It's a little later.
It is later. Okay, yeah. That's what I was looking for, and I cannot find it. But okay. Oh, there it is.
There it is. This is
Everybody-
insane.
Look at that. Everybody's
My
doing
God.
something. We'll do nothing. Robin as Seinfeld. Phenomenal.
If you're not a Seinfeld fan, the joke is the show is about nothing, but their nothing is funny. Their nothing is productive. This nothing is the most wretched kind of nothing.
This is nothing. This is
This
actually
truly
nothing.
is nothing. Yeah.
Literally nothing. All right,
0.0.
so let's talk about some phone calls that came in, and these were 2 classics. What are the classic phone calls that come in after any band is in or any group is in?
That was phenomenal. That I want to go out and buy all their albums. I downloaded all their songs. I wasn't
a fan, but now I am.
Yeah,
Right?
and now I'm a fan.
So of course, now who doesn't know, like, or care about Keith Richards? He's almost 80 years old, but of course this call comes in.
Frank, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, how we doing?
Hey now.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about the Keith Richards interview. I tell you, I'm not really a big Stones fan.
Of course.
But that interview was probably the best interview of all time because he was straightforward, with no bullshit, and he came out to be a really smart guy. I didn't think he was that smart, to be honest, but he's really a bright guy, and
what?
I have a lot of respect for the Stones now.
Sounds like Cliff
Oh, yeah.
Really? Now you have
What desk does he
Took
sit
that.
at that he's calling in?
What exactly did you glean out of that conversation
is
that made you have
sad.
more respect for him at this point? Like, seriously. Okay, then now you heard the Jimmy Carter stuff. It didn't get any better than that. This is the best clip of the day.
The radio just now, Bigfoot and all that, the phone call. I got to tell you, I nearly smashed into about 12 different telephone poles. It's the funniest stuff I've ever heard.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
I almost smashed
What?
into about 12 telephone poles. It was the funniest shit I've ever heard.
And we make fun of the drive off the road stuff. It's almost like they're parodying, they're trolling us with these, like we wouldn't pick up on how hideous this is and on how fake and unrealistic.
How crazy is the almost drove off the road phone call at this point?
It's insane. It is just mocking at this
This doesn't
point.
exist. That doesn't exist anymore.
No.
Only if he was like on fentanyl or something.
Laundry room. These aren't fans. These are fake phone calls from Buckwalk.
100% is fake. Come
These
on.
are not
Come
real
on, guys.
people. There's no
No,
real people calling in.
But you
Seriously.
could, if you were a smart caller, this would be your way to get on the phone.
They would call in and go, Howard, Beetlejuice and Hank yelling at each other. I almost drove off the fucking road. That's how
Right.
everyone went, and then it became like a joke.
So, the funny thing is though, we didn't play it, but earlier in the show, he had a token phone call. The token black guy with the non-black guy name who set up King of All Blacks. Swear to God.
What a coinky.
I know. He's like,
What
matter
a
of fact, here
coinky-dink.
Here he is.
Oh
right
my
now.
God, this is it. Okay.
I mean, yeah. That was
Shame on you,
This
King
is
of All Black.
so
Selling
fake.
out
You know,
your
all
race
black people know each
and
other.
Still giving this guy free. Shame on you.
Well, he has him on because he says that
Canceling black
magic
on
word
black.
that he loves. That
The
magic
N-word.
word.
Yeah, he says the N-word a lot.
Oh, he loves that magic word.
Yeah. So then, interesting, Rappaport calls in, and as he did last year, he somehow gets him. Okay. I missed out on something. Then what they did after that is they started talking about new ideas for Cocktober. And those included the following. It was, and I'm doing these by memory. It was put a bunch of sausages out and put their penises out and see if somebody could figure out the difference between a penis and a sausage.
Of course, it's a man doing that, right? Not a girl, but a man figuring out between.
That's right. And of course,
Did he say? But then Howard was just going to do it by taste and blindfolded.
Yes. How'd you know?
Yeah, so that was one of them, and then there was another one where Sal would put his balls in a bucket, and Richard would have to bob for apples, and if he got his balls, then he would have to pull them out. So that was one.
But they pitch that every year. It sounds like I've seen it. It sounds like something.
That should be done in the workplace.
Ida in Police Academy. They're doing deployment and SWAT team this week.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, Ida, if you get a chance, send me pictures. Can you please DM that to me on Instagram when you get a chance? I would love to see that. Thank you so much, by the way. So Rappaport calls in. Right, Rappaport calls in, and of course, and then we get JD, and will JD be a participant in this? Blah blah blah, and of course he says no, but everybody wants JD to be the one holding on to penises. Now, who wouldn't know the difference between a sausage and a penis?
Ooga!
I'll take a chubby pickle.
Yes, exactly. A pickle might even be a better idea than a sausage when you think about it. Yeah, okay.
Bro, didn't they do something like this last year?
They do something every year.
As they get toward the end of October, they basically all his history, his Chrome browser history, he just pulls it up and, hey, what funny we did this.
It's October 18th. By the time they get around to doing this, which I have a brand new calendar, so we can do a look at the calendar today as well. And I'm almost frightened to see if he's made any changes to the October calendar. What were we just saying? What was I looking up?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Seriously, I just don't know anymore.
I'm so.
I would way rather see them pitching this Drek to Howard on whatever media, however their system goes now with
Lotus
Notes.
Notes.
I know what we're saying. Today's October 18th.
Yeah,
watching frothing at the mouth.
So he's got until the 23rd to do even one thing for Cocktober.
No, because the 31st. He's on to the 31st.
No, I know, but he hasn't done a single thing as of yet. Yes. So Rappaport calls in and they start talking about whether or not he wants to play the game or not. But then they're talking about Rappaport being on The Masked Singer.
Okay.
And how embarrassing that must be, and why would he do something like that? And blah, 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 blah. So this was a great moment for Michael. He always does this.
You weren't really pissed off you lost that thing, were you?
Yeah, I was, Howard, because number one, even the co-host with the most, Robin Quivers, couldn't figure me out because I have the voice of a fucking angel. Number two, I don't like the tone. You're like, this is. First of all, it's home. It's friendly home entertainment. Second of all, I remember a guy. I don't remember who. It's some radio guy, big guy, who became a judge, called himself America's judge. Nothing's beneath anybody. I have the voice of an angel. I should have won.
Wait a second. I got paid a lot of dough to do that. You didn't get paid anything.
What'd you get paid?
What are you talking?
If I told you the number they gave me to judge on there, your head would fall off.
Okay, well, maybe you tell me. You tell us.
I mean, come on, you can't charge me with that. No, I understand what you're saying. You thought it would be fun to be on The Masked Singer. I get it. I thought it would be fun to be Number one, I didn't get that much money to be on America's Got
Talent.
Talent.
You just admitted
you listening?
Just saying, you thought it would be fun to be on The Masked Singer. I get it. I thought it would be fun to be. Number one, I didn't get that much money to be on America's Got Talent. I'm just pulling his leg.
You
But
sell out. You fucking sell out. You just admitted to being a sellout. You stole your soul.
yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Damn right I am.
I mean, the Chelsea Handlers is the same thing in one of the clips I sent you.
I can't play that.
AGT. Yes, that's right, Jeremy. Probably 15 million we come up. We've figured out. It was revealed somewhere. That's officially 15 million a year
for almost doing nothing.
For doing
almost nothing. Seriously, he did nothing.
I sent you a revised version of Monique. If you don't have to play it, but I sent you.
Jesus Christ!
I granted permission.
That one?
Yeah, granted. It says AGT.
Come on, shambolic mess. That's a beautiful.
Shambolic mess. That's her word. Chelsea's word. Shambolic mess.
Beautiful wording right there.
He does. This is even better than what Rappaport did, or it's close.
Well, we're mixing.
Bravo, Michael. Bravo.
Here we go.
There she is.
But I couldn't believe that you went on America's Got Talent. I would think that you're way too intellectual to be on such a shambolic disaster of a show.
No, I love that show.
I know you
and I've
do.
watched it for years, and I love doing it.
But I watched the show only because you were on it, and I was like, I can't believe.
What? That's why I did it.
But it's beyond. I mean, they've got like Korean karaoke artists.
Well, I don't agree with that. I was
Do
actually.
you love Koreans?
No, I never said I love Koreans. Now, don't pin.
I mean, there are people in pyramids that are making pyramids out of their bodies.
I always wanted a job in broadcasting where I didn't have to do a fucking thing. And that's the job. It is the best job in television.
But don't you have to fly to LA?
That's the worst of it.
But you don't like that.
I hate it.
So do you fly privately or do you fly commercial?
They provide a private jet.
You can't fly commercial.
Fuck no. They made it so easy for me. I mean, it's
Are
easy.
you scared to fly?
I hate it.
Yeah,
I'm
you seem
petrified.
like you would be scared.
I sit there and squeeze my wife's hand.
Wow.
Oh my God, she's so masculine compared to my feminine ways.
You're really lucky that you found your wife because she's like, what would you do without her?
Oh, she's an angel.
Wow.
It's just a lot of that. She just pushes back on everything, and she's friends with Aniston. She has like clout because she's in with that crowd he wants to be with.
Man, the digs she was doing were
shambolic
quite
mess.
Beautiful.
Delicious.
This is the early days.
I detest Chelsea Handler probably more than any other female comedian.
You'll like this interview.
Oh, she's totally unfunny, but my God, that was good.
Yep.
You seem like the type of guy that's scared to fly. I mean, that was perfect.
Well, we had gone. This is how much of a woman I am. We had gone for manicures, and I tell the girl,
She's like he's like her best girlfriend.
I go, don't just push back. Don't cut my cuticles. Well, this one cut my cuticle, and it's been hurting me. So I say to my wife, I go, it's like the fifth time I said it. My cuticle hurts. She goes, stop it already. She goes, for God's sakes, I fell in the tub today. I haven't mentioned it once.
Oh.
She goes, you complained. Your cuticle does not hurt you that much. You'll get over it. You sound ridiculous. And she snaps me out of it.
Yeah, you need that
because you're such a
Because
pussy.
I'm used to complaining to my mother and telling her every minute.
And did your mom react well?
Oh.
I'm surprised that you had to go out to get a manicure. Why didn't you just have someone come to your house?
I don't want that. My favorite thing is to go to
go.
the nail salon and hear the yentas talking.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I kind of like going to. And then you could get a massage sometime.
I just want my nails cut. I'm in and out in 5 minutes.
That'd be too much.
Yeah.
That would be too much.
I'm sorry.
I like it.
You literally just get your nails cut. You can't cut your. I'm fascinated by this. We're gonna have to come back to Chelsea.
One of the. I mean, you can do it next
Look at
time.
him.
One of the clips she goes to talk about. He makes some sexual comment to her, and she turns around and she goes, "Robin, you having sex?" And Robin's like, I haven't. I go,
You know what? I might have to get to those because there's a
whatever
lot
you
of
can do
Jada
next time, I
Pinkett
know.
Smith, but I'd much rather listen to Chelsea Handler kind of rip him a new asshole. So they did enough show. Here's the end of the show. Just so you can hear it.
Yeah. Well, we should go. We did
What?
enough show.
Yeah.
What?
Feel weird
What a
saying goodbye
pro.
to Robin, but I
What a
have to.
pro.
Oh,
You know, I like being with you.
Oh,
well, you can call me later.
he won't.
Don't get crazy, Robin.
He won't.
That's it.
That is it. That's the end of the show.
It's the end of the show.
How many shows are left at this point?
Not many.
Please hold. Let's take a look at
Yeah,
that.
let's
I'm
figure that
scared
out.
to know, but we're going to do it right now.
Let's go to the calendar. October.
Imagine tuning into the show for the first time and seeing that. What are they doing? What is this?
You tune right out.
That picture of that person.
You hear the voiceover.
Oh my god. Oh, that kills me. That picture.
Now remember,
Yeah.
there are 3 extra shows because he did 2 from his basement with his friends, and then he did Keith Richards. So I added them in now because now we're up to 77.
Oh, I didn't change to 64. So I was looking at this to try and figure out
Because-
what our next time periods were.
Because
It's
of
always just a guesstimate. Come on.
but he added 3 shows by doing those things, and he'll count them as shows because
Oh, you ain't getting nothing.
we know
Absolutely, he
him.
will.
So do we think he's going to take off 2 weeks in November?
Oh, easy.
But there's no
Easy.
easy. We don't know easy. He could take the whole end of December off if he wants.
That's true too. I mean, he could just disappear.
And be on his way to Florida or whatever he does, or invite the kids.
He's, you know what? He's not staying in New York and past Thanksgiving. There's
You
no
ain't getting
way,
extra,
not this
that's
year.
for sure.
Last
You ain't
year,
getting extra,
last year, if I look at
He's-
last year's
He
calendar,
stayed,
if I'm not mistaken, let me look at last.
but
So that's
remember, he
roughly
didn't do
24
3 extra shows last year.
So there's gonna be like 24 shows left.
Not even.
I think
Ish.
How about 14 shows?
Really?
Yeah, 14 to 15 shows. There's 5 weeks left.
3,
There's literally
6,
5 weeks left of
9,
shows.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. If he worked until Christmas, 22, 23, 24.
But
Between
he only has-
21 and
he's gonna
24
do
shows.
90. He's going to do 92 or 95 shows. So that's either 15 or 18. So because he did those 3 extra shows and he counts them as shows.
Dennis, are you numbering the shows on?
Yes,
the
I am.
Mockery thread? Yeah,
Every
that's a good
day in the
idea.
Mockery
Great
thread,
idea.
I number.
Yes, he does. Yes.
And I added those 3 shows, and when he came back, I'm like, God damn it! You know what? He did 3 extra shows. He did Keith Richards, that's an extra show, and the 2 shows with his little buddies down in the basement. He'll count them too.
Oh,
'cause he
make
was
no
on the
mistake,
air.
you're not getting anything for free.
Well,
This
here's
all
what we had last year, interestingly enough, because I didn't really remember how many were from last year. So here's the 2022.
Was it 95? I think he did 95 last year.
93.
93. Okay, so he's
Last year he took off just the week of Thanksgiving, and he worked most of December.
yeah, that's not going to happen this year.
So that's what we had. So yeah,
Let's see that I have a feeling that there's going to be a little less in December this year.
maybe.
Because he
gonna be
bitched.
more.
He
Ain't gonna
bitched-
be
Never
more.
get
Ain't
no.
gonna be
no.
more, that's for
He
sure.
bitched.
You'll never get
You
more.
know, you gotta remember he bitched a lot about Beefus wanting to stay there for Christmas, and he was freezing his ass off because that little skin and bones can't handle the
But
Hamptons
also
in the winter.
remember, it's little Ashley's first year with her new husband. They might want to
Whoop-de-doo.
spend like Thanksgiving,
Florida.
Christmas.
He'll tell him to go to Florida then because there's,
Hmm.
plus remember he needs to stay in Florida for tax reasons. He needs to stay certain months. So.
I will be at his place of work tomorrow, as a matter of absolute fact.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
Well, I mean, he works roughly just barely over 2 hours a day.
No,
He
he
had
works
all that
3. He works 3
silliness.
hours a day. He works 3.
Yeah, well, he's on the
If
air
you
for
call
3
it like
hours.
that.
He ain't working 3 hours a day, bro.
So I just want to throw this out there for shits and giggles because John sent it to me last week, and I mean at the beginning of the week, and so we just needed to.
Copyright strike from
Yeah.
ABC.
No,
coming
it's not
out.
copyright.
Sometime at night, call Malone, look up in sky and say, what the hell going on up there? Do UFO live on other planet, phoning home like E.T.? Call Malone, read on TV about white people getting deducted by alien, sticking all kind of hell up their butt. And that's a damn thing. Now, Call Malone never seen no flying saucer himself, but if he do, that's going to be a spooky time. That's why Call Malone say government got to step up and give 102% to keeping them little green man off this here earth.
It's aged well.
Yeah. and that's what almost cost him everything.
Jimmy was out of his mind back
The
then.
funny thing is, though, it's actually funny.
Oh, I know. The Man Show was great. The early days, Man Show was really good.
So Johnny sent this to me from
Wow.
Eric's Clubfoot has done some stuff on our. He's on our site. Eric's Clubfoot.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
So here's Howard Stern's Follicle Follies, the Curious Curls Hairline Timeline. So let's take a look at this. Let's see what we got here. All right, here's the Howard hair, completely straight as a child.
Yep. Completely straight as a teenager.
Yeah, which is always weird. Then it kinked up at some point. Yes,
And then-
yes.
Barry Williams. It's like the Brady Bunch. He just
And then
goes
when
from
I
Look and
love this-
Land.
See, I feel like this was his hair, though. I mean, he
No,
had
that's
his
the
hair.
wig. Remember,
No. This is the same. He has the same cowlick.
But
in the
Monique,
front of
all
his
right, what?
hair.
But in the back, during when he with that mustache, he was on a show. He actually has. By then he already had a little thing in the middle of his head. He was bald in the middle
I'll
of his
give you
head.
this. I'll give
So
you
that's
this.
his hair up front, but in the middle is bald.
Don't believe it to be a system yet. I'm just gonna go with my.
Well,
my
it's
gut on
whatever the like a little toupee or something
Here, I will
there.
Yeah,
tell you,
from
I
that
think
to the next
here,
one is.
I think this is like where we.
Oh,
get
that's complete. No, actually there.
Here.
Right there in the middle with the long hair.
But
That
don't forget,
absolutely.
he kept all the wigs from Private Parts, so
Yep.
that was like his big thing. And this is like Private Parts era right here, right?
The vanity is so strong. A cowlick that you're supposed to have, a cowlick that a woman would have, he can't handle any spots that you're supposed to have it, and that's what he got filled in. He's admitted to having the stuff sprayed in, and then eventually we had that. I had that clip from the early day, the first day of series.
See, this doesn't look wiggy at all. This just looks weird. This is just bad.
And
hair.
That's a bad system. That system was put on wrong that day. Just like this one, the one I clipped when he was. That is just like, oh my God! You put a hair on and you sleep.
See, but when Tony's doing his hair, that's why you get the manufactured curls so beautiful. Here, probably here. This is all stylized and whatever.
Yes.
Tony was doing this shit too. I mean, she did
whatever that is.
So I don't know what this next one was. This was kind of weird. What was the purposing? Of this?
I didn't see him when he circles the hairline? Okay.
I'm trying to
Oh
figure-
yeah, this is so weird. I mean, that's something weird going on there. What the hell is going on?
What? Look at what's in that?
That doesn't make any sense.
What was in there?
But wait, look at the color of the hair. That hair is not black. That hair is not jet black there. Now his
And
hair
it's
is
like an
jet black.
auburn in the light.
Hair that really wants to go gray. That's what this hair is. This
Well,
hair.
whatever Indian he got it from is weird.
And that's hair that's like screaming to go gray. The fact that he has no gray is like always shocking to me. This is
Oh, it's disturbing. It's utterly disturbing.
This is just not.
Look at that though. Look, I mean, that's all right. That's
There's
weird.
a stoppage and then another row and then it curls back in and then the parts disappeared.
That doesn't look right.
I love this conspiracy theory.
It's not conspiracy. It's friggin'
I almost want to run up
right
to
in
him
front
and
of us.
strengthen his hair like somewhere. Just
It
like
almost looks like when the Weather Channel does that Doppler radar on a hurricane, where they're trying to tell you which way it's orientated.
Exactly. I mean,
it does look like netting. I mean, but women who wear wigs know how to do this shit. So this is a system. It has to
it's
be a
full on
We've
system.
been saying it for years.
Darth Vader's system,
It's
man. I
really
mean,
not
I think
a wig is what I'm saying. It's a system.
it's a system. Like it
Well, I think
meshes with.
at this point, it's obvious it's a system of some
He's
sort.
probably bald like his father, and where he only has hair on the sides. Because
I don't think
Ben
it's
has
that
hair
bad,
on
but
the
it's
sides
close.
and is bald on top.
Oh, I don't think it's that bad either.
I think it's that bad. I think he's that bald. I truly do. I think he's that bald.
I hope so, Dennis. I hope you're right.
His dad was as bald as could be. I mean, he was like cue ball.
He was like Uncle Fester bald.
Yeah, he was a cue
legit.
ball.
Okay,
And he was bald. Ben was bald when he was like in his 40s. I mean,
isn't baldness maternal, not paternal? It's not
I think
paternal.
it's a fallacy.
I don't know enough.
Cleaning out the computer.
So I just want to go to a couple of clips because we've talked about his hair ad nauseum. I can't even imagine that we have more to say about this other than it's a wig. I mean, there's nothing else to even really.
It's not natural.
I
There's
do
nothing natural
definitely
going on.
I still want to avoid Jada Pinkett Smith because I hate her so
Please,
very
I
much.
can't stand that anymore.
I do want to go to this Wilding should be in HR and wrap-up show dump about Beth and Paris, etc.
As sanitized as the wrap-up show is, if I listen to it with my dog ears, I can a lot of times pick some shit up. Even if they dump people all the time, but they can't. When you get Gary speaking for 40 minutes straight, you're gonna find some weird Baba backpedaling or something. So I should listen to it more, but I want to I think it was Mike White that told me to go after some of this stuff.
Okay, so Gary avoids Richie Wilson and Goodstein table talk.
Yeah, so they're talking about the table setup, and you showed me the invitation with Sal is at Richie Wilson's table.
Yeah, but I don't have it for reference right
That's
now.
okay. Just we've seen it. Sal, how does the table go? It's Richie Wilson and Rachel, blah blah blah. Sal and Richard are at the same table, and then so this is how Gary describes the
Doug
table.
was there as well.
Yeah, this is how Gary. So Gary, to avoid bringing up the Howard TV guys, describes the tables like this.
Okay.
So, for instance, it was the Hines, the Delabates, Rashawn Rogers, Will Murray, and wife, Jason, and Jason Kaplan, everybody with different couples. So it was a super good table. But
Did
then
you know that that's the people you were going to be with, or was it a surprise?
we did know.
Okay.
We knew it. No, we knew it. in advance. But then he was, and then Sal ended up getting seated at a table with a bunch of Howard security guys. So it was kind of weird where everybody was. But
security
He
guys?
euphemizes Howard TV because basically everybody's Howard TV. So Goodstein's at the table and Richie Wilson. So he euphemizes it by saying, you bring up Richard, you got to bring up Sal. So he euphemizes instead of saying Howard TV, so it calls them Howard Security.
Are you sure that was the same table though?
Yeah, we saw the invitation.
First of all, why would Howard security guys be invited to Ronnie's wedding?
They wouldn't.
Exactly.
Not now.
They wouldn't. That was just
no.
like a quick.
So that's a stupid euphemism from a monkey.
Idiot. Oh, I want to show that as well. I had Bobble Bowie do the Gary thing we were talking about, Xavier. So hang on, I'm gonna come back to that. All right, so Wilding should be in HR. Let me play that real quick.
Well, the other thing about the clip that you just played of Chris, like if that were a female staffer on our staff talking about Will, everybody would be in HR right now,
Oh,
right?
for sure.
Is that safe to say?
Absolutely, no contest.
Who is this woman?
It's a comedian who sat in for the one day. I forget where she's from. She wasn't. She's they have a rotating of Z-list comedians kind of sit in. Who I don't know where they find them, and I think she's New York based. And so they're saying like only gay guys can get away with sexual harassment now. You'll never go to HR if you're gay. You could say whatever you want to anyone you want.
Yeah,
and that's what Wilding does all day long. And
they're
that's
all,
exactly we said that before that.
He's a vile, lecherous man. I hate him.
Oh, he's pretty terrible, actually.
The whole thing.
She's in a bikini.
Wow, I'll move. I'll get over her in a minute. I'm fascinated by it.
Wait, Monique.
Did she get crazy?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is the stalker, Sarah.
No, it's Wilding should be in HR.
Oh, okay, that's it. That's the end of that. I don't think there's any more to that.
Okay. You want me to do Stalker, Sarah? Or
Sure. It's an expanded story about who the stalker was at the Ronnie wedding.
Okay, I'll come back to that. Let me do the wrap-up show dump about Beth and Paris.
Okay, yeah, I want you guys to listen to this because I can't figure it. So they talk about Howard and Beth, and there's a weird ass dump in the middle of this, and I don't know what. It's the caller's on a bad cell phone, but you just bear with it, and you'll hear the dump. And
okay.
What's up, man?
Rashawn, you're making the most sense, bro. The longer you're with somebody,
Thank you.
I mean, this should be something where you're in public at a party, but when you're at home with your wife,
All right, it shouldn't be an issue. But this is my main problem. You remember a few years ago when?
I think Howard, as he's made it clear
Definitely
in the past, is
wow.
And he just doesn't want my Beth to go to Paris because he doesn't want her to not be at home with him.
That was definitely dumb.
Years ago when?
Well,
What do you think it is? What?
It's not about Paris.
Remember a few years ago when Howard maybe was fucking somebody or another and wanted to go somewhere.
You think?
Like some weird story. I don't know. I can't.
No,
even-
that's as good as anything I can.
Wow.
Is there Seinfeld brought up in it, or what did they drop a name they wanted out of that? That's a really creepy dump. If you want to play that again, so you know it's coming now.
There's no context. It's
I
so
know.
weird.
They can cut a lot out of it. Dennis, to make it look like it's bad.
Rashawn, you're making the most sense. So the more the less in public at a party, you know. But when you're at home with your wife, all right, it shouldn't be an issue. But this is my main problem. You remember a few years ago when?
I think Howard, as he's made it clear in the past, doesn't like to be alone. And he just doesn't want Beth to go to Paris because he doesn't want her to not be at home with him. And it's that simple. Let's take a break. When we come.
Wow.
And they run to a break. The last dump when they ran to a break.
Damn. Well, they had to build up. They dumped a lot. They had to build it back up through the break.
Remember who's our friend that contacted us that called in and they dumped her? I forget her name. She said I called in, and every time they do that, they run to a break.
Well, they had to build it back up because they used up their
All 7 seconds.
Actually, it's more. It's a minute. It's like a minute they have. Even on the wrap-up show, it's a minute. So they used it all up. They used all their dump up, and they had to rebuild it during the break.
Bobina, that's not bad. You think it's an Allison drop?
Oh.
I don't think a person would go back that far. I don't know if there's enough.
I don't know.
There.
It's so hard to.
And then to jump right into Beth and Paris is kind of weird. So
that was just covering it up. I think he just said that to kind of just deflect from whatever the hell the guy just said.
Like he might have said, like, remember a few years ago when Allison used to complain about not going anywhere with Howard?
Well, Lisa Woman Laundry Room. What are we talking about? Okay, so let me go to Stalker Sarah. This will be my wrap up for this. We can get away with doing that.
Apparently, this is the stalker. This woman had, like we told people to do, like you could figure out what they were doing, and she has enough money to do this, and she's just good looking enough to use her feminine wiles to weasel her way in here. And this is what you could do if you really want to.
Did we see a picture of her?
I never saw a picture of her.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, Emma Willman. What's up, Emma?
How you doing? Thank you for having me.
Phones now, Gary. Look, I didn't think it was going to come up, but let's talk about the stalker that found everybody at the wedding.
Oh, man.
He was super thirsty, and she could have played it a lot cooler and hung out with us the whole weekend. Ronnie called and said, hey, my friend Wayne is going to be 3 and 4. So I think this woman got bumped, but she bought a cabana to be near us. But it started at the Wednesday night dinner when she tried to get in. And I think if she would have just gotten a cabana and started chatting with us, we'd have welcomed her.
Sure.
But it was like, oh, there's the woman that tried to crash the party last night with no real plan, and that's when it got weird.
Was she just nuts too?
She looks like a possessed Meg Ryan.
This is where it gets weird. We talked about it this morning. She's very attractive, so that of course clouds a lot of guys' judgment, a lot of judgment. But
the big thing was she didn't know how to read the room. We time anybody was made.
I don't even think I care about this.
Jesus Christ.
Doesn't add anything to our lives. Who cares? Some weird woman who,
wasting
I love
time
when their
and money.
world's rocked. I love when they get infiltrated by anybody. I
do too.
I love
I
their lives
agree.
being miserable.
And that woman they have on the Rapid show is adding nothing.
Nothing.
Literally nothing except pain to my ears.
Nothing. Shutting down my VLC for right now. All right, so that was Friday's. That was the Friday show. There you go. That's what happened. So, bearing any unforeseen issues, that is all you get. I do want to play this one clip that has me curious. This Chelsea Handler. How much money do you make?
Oh yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Well, you can play the Robin sex one too. They're both good. The money one's great.
I like these Chelsea ones because it's so rare. It's like that Sarah Jessica Parker-esque type of thing.
Yeah.
Where you ask questions like completely innocently and almost unaware, not realizing that they've opened up a complete can of worms because it's always something that Howard never wants to talk about, right?
Yep.
So that's what we got here. All right, hang on a second.
Beth about that. She worked with all these male models, and she goes, I never would even go out with them because they weren't that interesting to me.
How often do you and Beth have sex?
Like 2 or 3 times a week.
A week.
Yeah.
That's good.
If we're really busy, sometimes twice.
But that's great. As
That's
long as
pretty
it's
healthy.
more than once a week, and it's good. I love actually as long as it's once a week. Robin, how often do you have sex a week?
Well, I'm off the playing field right now.
Right.
Oh, okay.
She's not on the field.
Wow.
Not on the field, but when you're in a relationship,
Wow.
you're good for 2 or 3
I
times.
think
Yeah, well, you're
Why else be in it?
What's the hell's the point?
Is that what happened?
I think she's with she's in that weird mode. She's just about to dip out. Dennis, what are they? She left in 13.
Yeah. Oh no, it was earlier than that. It was she left in. This is when she's out. She's not in studio right now.
She's not in studio, right?
No, so it's like 11.
Yeah,
it's right before they did the summit.
Great. So of course Chelsea has no idea that
never gets that question.
I love it.
Well, yeah, no, we're now doing shows. I've sold a bunch of shows for other people. I'm
Are
not
you
gonna be
developing
in
a
them.
talk show for Whitney Cummings?
Yep.
That's
like
a good
Whitney.
idea. I like her very much.
Very cool. Very
Yeah,
cool.
Whitney's a great friend of mine.
Do you ever make any money being the producer of these
If
shows?
the show goes, you make a money.
You do make some money.
If it goes into syndication, then you make a lot of money.
Right, but
like
right
Whitney
now-
just sold that Two Broke Girls went into syndication after the first season. She's set for life. I mean,
Is she?
Yeah, that's millions and millions of dollars.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's really, really
money
great.
you make.
Yeah, that is really good.
How much money do you make a year?
Who?
You.
I make a lot of money.
How much?
I mean, what the exact amount? I'm not giving that out.
Well, just give me a ballpark. Is it between like 100 million and 200 million, or is
No.
it like between 50 million and 100 million?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why?
Because
You're Jewish.
I'm embarrassed.
All right, I know. It is
Shameful.
embarrassing. They
Yeah.
were going to print how much money I made on my book deal. I'm like, don't you fucking dare.
Did you make $5 million?
I'm not going to say.
Say it.
No.
Don't be a coward.
No,
Say how
you
much you
just,
made.
what are you talking about? Don't
I'm
be
a coward.
You just were a craven right now, and
Yeah.
you were telling me not to be a
I'm
coward.
a coward.
I'm
You
not gonna
aren't.
tell you.
No, you should tell me.
No, I can't. I
And
don't
then
want
it'll be-
people. There will be backlash.
No,
It's,
there
it's
won't.
ridiculous.
I have never heard somebody come back at him with that question.
Wow.
She doesn't give a shit.
I've never ever heard anybody
'Cause
say
she's
"Why? You
untouchable.
just said you won't do it. Why would you want me to do it when you just said you wouldn't?
She's
I'm telling
untouchable.
you,
That's why.
She doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
She doesn't
God
need him.
damn.
He needs her more than she needs him. That's the link to Aniston and all those people.
Yep.
Oh yeah, she
Sort
hangs
of-
out with Jason Bateman and his
That's-
wife all the time.
yes,
They
the
were
best
way
friend.
together.
Yes.
Didn't he pee on her in the water or something like ridiculous like that? And then they were in like.
And she has the
me.
numbers down really well too. She's like, is it 100 million or 50? You know, she's pinpointed exactly what it
Very
is.
blasé about it too,
Yeah.
and I seriously I cannot stand her, but I'm loving this. So I'm sorry.
Okay, I want to. He talks about his daughters a little bit now, but this is when it's completely verboten. You could not bring his kids up. They're on the list. We heard Matthew Berry talking about it, and she just casually goes, "What's up with your daughters right now?"
So like, well,
Stop hanging around so much with Jennifer Aniston. Hang around with me. I'll teach you
I'll
something.
show. You don't hang out with anyone,
Oh,
so that
I
would be
forgot.
impossible. I mean, you're like a hobbit, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like, what do? You just
I
go
do
home
nothing.
and just sit there and do.
I
I can't imagine what she must have to listen to. I mean, you're so in your.
I'm
Then
so
now, does she
annoying.
fly with you to California?
Sometimes, yeah.
She probably likes the break a little bit.
Like I just hate that flying.
No, I know what you mean. Flying privately though. I mean, how can you complain about that? That's not hard.
Same. I
Now
would
with
have
your
a-
daughters. I mean, not to pry, but I'm just curious in general about your daughters. Like, I mean, you're still. Do you have a great relationship with all of them?
I mean, I love them and I adore them,
Yeah.
and it's always fun when we're together. But they're older now.
And they do their own thing.
They do their own thing,
Yeah.
you know. And then you get together for dinner here and there. But you need a lot of energy
Yeah.
into it. Trust me.
Wow.
Literally.
Not even. Wow.
Wow.
She's unflappable. She's just completely nonplussed and doing it. She doesn't give a shit. And that was when you couldn't bring the daughters up. And it was kind of a segue about she's implying like, what does Beth think about your kids? Do they see each other? Do they get along?
I've done this I've done this a million times. With
What do
this
you
guy.
think is with you? You don't think you're capable of getting pregnant?
No, I've been pregnant
Oh, you have.
when I was younger. Yeah.
So he pulls out, and then he comes all over you.
You are so stupid.
What?
I'm not going to sit here and talk to you about coming on someone. No, I'm not. That is so stupid.
Because it's ridiculous. What are you teaching the women of America
I'm not
today?
teaching anyone anything. Anyone who's looking at you so upset about it.
Because everyone makes fun of me because I wear a rubber.
With your wife?
Of course. I don't want to get pregnant.
Well,
we don't want to have kids.
You get a vasectomy.
Oh, please. I don't want to do that. And I don't want her to be on the pill because I don't think it's good for you.
So you wear a condom with
Of course. And why is that weird?
That's weird. That's weirder than me having unprotected sex with a stranger.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
I think
and then
what
what do
you're
you
doing
do
is
with
weird.
the rubber when you're done?
Flush it down the toilet.
And do you put it in a little knot? Don't have a condom. You will not have sex.
I've had sex without a condom with her once or a couple
How
of times.
can you like the feeling of having sex?
It doesn't bother me at all. In fact, it slows me down a little. I'm a premature ejaculator. I come fast.
How fast?
I last about 2 or 3 minutes. That's it.
Oh, wow. That must be great for Beth.
It's hard.
Wow.
She just eviscerated him the whole interview. I found this on the way to looking for the nail thing, and I just what? I couldn't stop listening to it. I'm like, they gotta do it.
Delicious. I'm so glad we decided to play that. Holy
God damn.
Wow. That's great.
Damn, I forgot about that.
I think she brings up Allison later, and it's not written down. I got to sift through it a little more. She straight up brings up Allison, and she can't do that.
I love everything about how uncomfortable he was.
So Crazy Robin does bring up a point. It's because they don't have sex. I mean, literally, this is a closeted man pretending on how somebody would have sex with somebody.
That's right. That's Beard 101.
It really makes no sense at all because he goes, "Oh, I've had sex with her a few times without it, but I wear it all the time." What?
And he keeps them in a safe, as we found out.
Well, that's so the Ralph can't get them.
Exactly, American idiot. Get off the stage. Retire already. Yes. Know when to get off the stage.
That's amazing. That is amazing. I'm glad we listened to those. Sorry that I shoo-shooed them at first, but
I wouldn't.
That must be great
have
for
added them
Beth.
in because with so much stuff to play, and I'm looking at it and like I don't want to forget this because I'm never going to go back to it if I don't get it now.
Absolutely, laundry room. No man wants to use a condom. No one.
Not one.
No one
not.
willingly uses a condom. It's always shocking to me,
Especially in that scenario. There's nothing about it.
Okay. Hey, Xavier.
Yo.
Hey, you had anything to add to this conversation? You
know what? I don't know. It's just I don't like Chelsea Handler.
I hate Chelsea Handler.
Oh,
but
I can't stand. Well,
nasty.
the only thing I enjoyed by Kelsey Handler is the picture of her getting peed on, getting back on the boat. That was about it.
Was it Justin Long or Jason Bateman? Why can't I remember who?
It was somebody. I don't care who it is. I speak his name.
When you're too horrid for 50 Cent, that's.
Was it Bateman? Was it Bateman?
It might have been Bateman that peed on her.
Yeah. No, you're right. He did. You're right.
He peed on her. It was great. It was the greatest thing ever.
Oh no. Who is that dude from?
I got it.
Justin Long.
That one dude.
Jason Biggs.
Justin
Thank you,
Long?
Jeremy spoke. Jason Biggs. That's it.
No.
Jason Biggs. That's it.
No.
Jason Biggs. That's definitely
No, it's the dude from
You're so cute. I have it right here.
American Pie.
Leonardo DiCaprio's friend.
Let's see.
Jewish guy.
No, Jonah Hill.
Is it Jonah Hill?
No, it's Jason Biggs. For fuck's sake, stop
definitely
it.
Jason
Okay.
You crazy people. Wait, so where's the video? I see her on Conan talking about it.
Buster Keaton.
But I know that there's video of it. I know there's
It was Fatty Arbuckle.
Yes. Getting peed on by Jason Biggs. Here it is. All right.
The greatest thing ever.
Yes, you're gonna love this.
Jason Biggs is friend of the show.
And how can we not want to see Chelsea Handler getting peed on? So yeah, let me add it.
She's a little bit of a pig though, so
A little.
a lot of bit of it.
All right, here we go.
We're going.
That's Chelsea Handler.
Wow.
There you go.
I feel offended for the urine.
Exactly.
She did, you'll never get a sob out of me about it being her being peed on. I hate her. All right, that's it for us. now we are officially done with the show. Thank you for sharing those. I love
On
them.
that note.
On that happy note. So what's going on next week? What are we set up for? Who's coming in next week?
Stamos is coming in.
Is there a musical guest next week?
No.
Not that we're aware of. All right. Well, it'll just be as turgid and unlistenable.
So I just got notified that Burt Young has passed away.
Is he really?
From Rocky. You know,
Paulie.
Paulie from Rocky.
For a moment, he was still alive. But okay.
For a moment.
Yeah.
Can't even imagine he's on anybody's like death.
He had to be like in his 80s, man.
Oh, easily.
Easily.
And actually, his greatest role is in Back to School. I loved him in Back to School, being the driver for Rodney.
Oh, that's right, for Rodney. That's right.
All right, well.
See, if you can catch a chicken.
I love Back to School.
That was the other dude.
What is the name of the movie with Rodney Dangerfield where he does that line of clothing, the everyday guy look? With is Joe Pesci in it? It's Easy Money.
Easy Money. I love that movie.
God, I love Easy Money.
Wait, great fact about Easy Money. It was filmed where I grew up.
Oh,
it was filmed
kidding?
completely on Staten Island, yeah. And every place there, they actually changed some signs. Like on the diner, they made it open 23 hours. It actually stayed up there. It was the funniest thing ever.
There's a part in it, he was eating too much. He had to lose weight. His daughter was getting married or whatever it was. And I just always remember this because he opened up the refrigerator and it would be like a thing that went, fatty, fatty, fatty. You're a fatty.
Oh, my God.
Hey, it says right here that he lived in Port Washington. Wouldn't it be funny if it was one of the North Shore Animal Leagues escaped and killed him?
Who lived in Port Washington?
Fort
Look
Young,
at Josh
apparently.
Foster. He said
Searington Road.
Young lived in Port Washington.
Oh, who knew this?
It's all Long Island. Reference.
Wedding cake in the van. Yes, I mean just everything about Easy Money.
The place that was actually a real
I know,
bakery
John,
on
though.
Staten Island where they picked the cake up. And then,
How many men's shirts for men? A nice black.
I hate men, Dorian.
It's so good. Fatty, fatty,
their
fatty.
shirts.
Eating again. I
Or he's
can't
doing
find that clip online either. It drives me
where he's making the model because he's doing something to take his mind off eating, and he's making the airplane, and he screws it all up, and he walks out, and his wife's going, what? He's like, don't worry about that. There's just a Messerschmitt in there.
A Messerschmitt.
There's Messerschmitt.
Oh, I love Easy Money. It's just a
10 million, maybe 5, not 10.
We're gonna end the show, but let's have a little fun at the end of the show. I don't even care. Let me just do this really quickly. Sorry. Just give me 1 second. I forgot that he was also a children's photographer.
Yes, he was. Great.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Okay, you gotta stay still, okay?
He's from Long Island, too.
Kid, you gotta stay
Everyone's from
still.
Long Island.
Have you ever seen a face like that before?
No. If I did, I'd remember it. Okay, Anthony. We're gonna get a real good picture now, okay?
Look at him. He's got my eyes.
Got my nose. And my sympathy. All right.
Wallet-sized pictures, too.
This kid won't fit no wallet size.
What about you, John? He's very particular, too.
Poor kid.
Surprised you married each other.
That kid's probably so traumatized from that.
Tired to keep telling you the same thing. You gotta stay still, all right?
Look at
I'll
him.
tell
He's
you
got the little like
Anthony,
evil eye thing.
I'm gonna
The
make a
horn.
deal with you, okay? Come here.
Pay attention.
Okay, Anthony, come here. You gotta stay still, Anthony. We're gonna get a good picture, Anthony. We gotta stay still. We wanna get a good picture, Anthony. Stay still. Stay still. Come on, kid out. Will you stay still?
I love fun.
Anthony, will you? Be quiet, too, okay? Anthony, be quiet. Will you? Stay still. Will you talk to me? Somebody quiet, will you? Blanche! John, Grandma, talk to me. Will you? Stay quiet, will you? Come on, hey, kid. Stay quiet, will you? Be quiet, will you? Somebody, will you shut the fat little bastard up?
How abusive are those showbiz parents? Let's cast your kid in a movie to get fat shamed by Rodney Dangerfield. Let's for him. They get that $500.
If that, they got
What
scared.
horrible parents would do that to their kid. And they'd get goofed on in school the rest of his life.
Oh, I love everything about him. I love Rodney Dangerfield. I just adore him. I need to watch Easy Money.
Long Island,
yeah. I mean, he made Caddyshack. I mean,
I never saw Caddyshack. Do you know that?
Yeah, we know that, and
Yeah,
he's
that's weird,
absolutely
man.
hilarious. He is
That is
hilarious in
weird.
Caddyshack.
It is weird. It is weird. All right, we got to go. I got to go to sleep. I love
Hey,
you
somebody
all.
stepped on a duck.
Thank you so much.
I bet you were
for
hot
being
before
with us.
electricity.
Bobina, I'm glad to see you. All of our friends, thank you so much for sharing with us this week and contributing to it. We do love you all, but we will bid you adieu. So unless somebody drops
Adieu.
in, we won't see you until next week. So we'll talk to you later. Don't forget DJ's Classic Car Garage, and don't forget Johnny's Deppening. Lots of stuff to see, and don't forget Xavier just running the RadioGunk forum. Hey guys, thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any further discussion at RadioGunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so you know when we're doing a new show. Thanks.